So today I've decided to unbox my 9'10" by 6" thick tower isup. Isup being inflatable stand-up paddleboard. I bought this pretty much hopefully for the I guess the portability of it all. I live 15 minutes away from surf and 2 minutes away from a marina and water. I want to be able to either put it on a bike, a backpack, or throw it inside of a trunk of a car or anything. So this is it. I'll get working on it. This is my assistant for the day. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
So Tower ships their isup inflatable stand-up paddleboard in about a 4-foot box. And I'm going to use some scissors with some blunt ends so I make sure I don't pop my new board. Okay, that's the second box that it comes packaged in, inside the first. And when you open it, you can already see the packaging. Do a really good job, it seems, in packaging. And by the way, this board was purchased with my own money. It wasn't given to me for a review. I've never actually done an unboxing, so I figured this would be my first. Here you see the pump. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Pretty cool. I'll set that aside. As you can see, there's my couch for reference. So that's about 1.5 feet tall. Everything's approximate, by the way. I think this is your patch kit, which looks like it comes in a nice sealable container, which is also pretty cool to have, I guess. And last but not least, the board. Looks like some quick instructions how to assemble the pump, inflating your board, attaching the fin, deflating the board, your valve operation, and a brief 2-year limited warranty statement. Put that aside. The paddle that comes with it, as you can see, it's telescoping and it's in 2 pieces. Pretty solid, also pretty heavy. I'm sure that's going to kind of weigh a lot of people down, but man, it looks like it's really well constructed. Looks solid. It's definitely not cheap. I also like that it has that little bend just to kind of assist water flow. And then here's your paddle handle. I guess that's where you telescope it. And nice foam padding. Pretty cool. Definitely not a bad deal. The fin could be better, but you know, it comes with it, and I guess if you get some good rash on it, it's no big deal. I'll probably end up replacing this later, but so far pretty cool. Solid, as you can see, pretty thick. And so this is all that comes with the isup 9'10" package, and let's get down to the board. Here's another shot of the entire package. I've already taken the plastic off of the board itself. Initially, I am super impressed by how thick and solid that material feels. To be totally honest, I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting something more of a, in the range of just like an inflatable tube. I don't know, I've never tried one of these out before, so pretty cool. Okay, time out. I gotta feed this kid and we'll get back to it. See some pretty solid D-rings. They're pretty big, good size. Real thick belt, solid webbing. And that wraps around. And so I've unrolled the board, kind of. Still pretty stiff from being rolled up during packaging. As you can see at the front or the tip, you have a D-ring right here. Pretty nice. Feels very solid. I was wondering how they were going to do that. The Tower paddleboard logo. It's a nice design up and down it. You also have it on the sides. And then really nice diamond pattern traction pad. Seems to be well applied to it. Nothing so far sticking out of place. Everything seems to be well sealed. There's a couple of air bubbles around, but nothing that I see it's going to be a problem. Right here you have the main fill valve, some warning stuff. You can see how wide of a board that is. Get a better shot here. Once again, this is the 9-foot 10-inch, and I decided to go with this board. I'm 6'3", 240 pounds, so I'm not small by any means. So I wanted something that could probably float me a little bit better, and that's the claim that Tower makes for this board. So I'm going to put that to the test. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up this pump packaging. As you can see, it's fully sealed. It's big. It's about 1.5 feet tall. Large pump. I was expecting something smaller, more similar to like a bicycle pump, but it's like a giant bicycle pump in my opinion. So let's take a look at it. All right, here's the contents of the pump. You have your hose. It's bound up. You have a nice gauge. Looks like it max out at about 25 or so, maybe 22 psi. Pretty solid construction, rubber, so I guess if it falls, it doesn't hurt anything. And that's going to go right on here. So I heard that they said it's just a 1/4 turn. That's what I'm going to do. With a 1/2 turn, you start with this top part pointing down, and you just 1/2 turn it, and it locks right in. All right, I just unscrewed the fill valve cap, I guess, and here you see the spring. So that's functioning well. And let's see here. You can see the inside. Once again, it's all pretty solid. Okay, just needed to push a little bit harder. And I'm gonna pump this. Recommends about 100 times, 120 times or so. So the next shot I'm gonna do is gonna be me pumping this thing. We're gonna see how long it takes. So you can see that it's already inflated and pretty solid, but yet the pump still reads, you can see that, 0.5. So the manufacturer, Tower, says that you're not going to really see anything until about 8 psi's in the board. So we'll try out that theory. I just was confused about how much psi I was putting in there at first. I think this is going to be a good stopping point, just because it is really hard to push down now. So let's call it at 12. And this thing is like a brick. You can see I'm going to disconnect. Pressure shot out. You can adjust it too if you like a little less pressure. But I like it just like that. And this tightens on there just like the hose to the pump does. And boom, you're done. That is a pretty impressive, to say the least. I mean, the thing is solid. I don't see how that's even possible. But, I mean, it's just air and rubber, right? So there you see the last D-ring in the back. So really just 2 D-rings total. You can buy a kit to put a third one, or I think the kit comes with 2 more. Here's your handle with 2 D-rings securing these, and on its side, whoops, you can see the fin configuration, which is already in place, pretty solid, and of course where you're going to put your center fin, which I'll do next. So that slides in first, as you can see. And you can see a hole here, and that's where this pin is going to enter in. But I'm going to leave it out now because my daughter is probably going to jump on it. As you can see, she's already chomping at the bit. So, yeah. Pretty cool, right? Uh-huh. So, we'll have an update after I'm done riding it for the first time. So that completes my unboxing of the 9-foot 10-inch tower paddleboard, inflatable stand-up paddleboard. And I will be back later with a review, I guess, my own review of this, and I'll let everybody know how it goes. It's really very nice looking board so far.